Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And last time out, I was working on this. This was supposed to be the Victorian test build, where I was trying to figure out how to build some of these Victorian buildings, how to place them, what advantages and disadvantages there currently are to these particular buildings, and I talked a little bit about my plans, my ideas for what I wanted to do going forward. Now, that is proving to be a lot harder than I first envisaged. Not because of the actual mod and developing the mod, although that is quite difficult, actually coding in all the scripts for it, but more so just a matter of modelling everything that I want to model in the way that I want to model it and making sure that it all looks correct. So unfortunately, though, that mod is not ready and is not going to be ready for a couple of, well, probably a few weeks, maybe even a month or so. The general base model is completed. I do need to work on texturing it, but yes, the general base model is completed. That should be easy. The textures for the roof, that is easily done. The brick textures may need a little bit of work. Window textures, door textures, those things shall be quite easy, but it is just a matter of getting all the extra little bits that I want to do to make sure that this mod A stands out against this particular one here, which is excellent, and B gives me the flexibility that I want in order to create my town in the way that I want. So, what am I going to be doing in this particular video? Well, I've been looking around the map and I've realised that there is a small patch of the map that is still missing farms, that has taken ages to do, and I am putting the farms in very, very slowly. So in this video, I'm going to rectify that, and I am going to finish off the final farms for the entire map. And when I mean final, I do mean the final farms. I do not envisage any more farmland going in. There is a little bit around Shepton Mallet, but at this point in time there are no plans to have farmland there. In fact, I'm just thinking of covering that entire area in trees. So make sure you stay tuned to see the last of the farmland, which is sort of between Batley and Chagford and that sort of area. There's another little town there, is it Bridgenorth? And Bridgenorth, I think. That area, that is where the final farms need to be placed in. So make sure you stay tuned for the very last of the farms, and that will actually make this map complete in terms of farm borders. Not quite the farm detail, but certainly the farm border. So let's get started, and whilst I'm doing that, I will talk a little bit about some of the work that I am doing to ensure that these Victorian houses are built in the way I want them to, and I may talk a little bit about another mod that is very, very close to being released. Okay, here we are. It wasn't Batley. I've already done all the Batley bits. It's just between Bridgenorth and Chagford, and just a little bit towards Taunton. So the parts that I'm going to start with without any delay is going to be this part here. Let me sort out this bit here first, then I shall move over to this bit. And you can sort of see this ridge line just along here that I want to do something with, but I'm not entirely sure what at the moment. So I'm just going to think about that, and of course you can see a very sharp ridgeline there that then softens out, so I will be making some use of that ridgeline. But let me begin with this block here up to this little dirt path. So let's go ahead and do that. It would help if I brought this up. Now, I have been deleting some mods very slowly. I've just realised that. Has this changed because there are more available? No. It's just things that I tend not to use. So the ones I tend to use are always the weed and azalea bushes. I could go ahead and do parallel roads on this all the way across, but I'm not going to, because I do have the option now to use the node tool, which, as I've mentioned before, is one of the absolute best tools I have ever seen in Transport Fever 2. The coding behind it is substantial, and I should know, because I know Lua coding, Lua scripting, and certainly this person, I do not know how to pronounce his name, but an excellent modder. All the node tools, the parallel tool, the I think there's the ramp equalizer, the road or node splitter. All of those are all this one person's mod, and I highly recommend them. Just go and look for the node tool, and you will find it. So for this bit here, what I am going to do is I'm going to use said node tool, or marker tool, should I say. It's actually improved further, so I am quite impressed, because we've got now left and right click. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and do a parallel tool, as I say. None of that, and do not delete the markers. Horizontal spacing, I think I'll give it 12 meters for this one. And we are going to take a street, and we will take the weed and azalea bushes, and I hope that this is okay. Let's check it out. Yes, that will do quite nicely. And then just go ahead and do the exact same thing there, and that's fine. That will clear that up. It makes things so much easier. What I can do is delete this bit, which was a little bit of a distance, but that's okay. Delete that bit, break that, and look at that. We have a perfect corner. And then for this bit, just connect it like so, and there we go. That's that entire section done. I will leave this bit because I want to complete this section here, and we do have the option here for building, so I'm going to actually bring this back like so. Probably do something along these lines, and then similarly here. In fact, I may do a little bit more in Bridge North, so I'm going to actually do this and just cut along a little bit. In fact, I could just curve this around like that. There we go. That gives me the opportunity to just put a few more better roads inside Bridge North. So that is that section completed. Next up, I need to bring this up. This is probably going to be a shorter video. I do tend to have fairly long videos in Transport Fever 2 now, and I do need to sometimes keep them a little bit shorter. It does take a lot of effort to make the very long 1 hour long videos. It takes even more effort, I suppose, to do the time lapses, but that is a completely different story. I would have time lapsed this, but I think that there is so little to go. If I time lapse this would be all of 10 minutes. And I did not really have the time to then try and do further detailing without an opportunity to have a decent runtime. So there we go. That looks good. Then if I curve that across there, so bring this. Let's try and bring that straight out for a while. So that runs roughly parallel with that. I could always curve it ever so slightly, and then start, not that, starts bringing it around, and then all I have to do really is just, not that, all I have to do is connect it somewhat like that, and that would be, there you go, you can sort of see a continuation of a line that goes all the way and then ends up somewhere in there. And that is really what I try to do. I try to find these continuous lines, so almost like contour lines. You can see them as they follow along various different sections. Some of them obviously do not work well with the contours. For example, this one does look rather strange. It should be more in this direction, which I may end up changing if I make that go in that direction. And then this one connects up here, and then I've got to do something in the middle. But I shall get around to that when the right time comes. Where was I? Up here. Here we go. So we're almost completed with this, and it has only been, I did a 4-minute intro, so it's probably been about 6-7 minutes. With this, all I've got to do is go across there. And if this is not completed by the end of this video, then I will certainly just do the remaining bits off camera and just say, well, there you go, that is done. It was indeed the last of the farms. I could have a really tiny farm there if I wanted, but I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. There we go, that, and then maybe just have a... Oh, I've got an idea here. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Try and cut that straight through there. And if possible, connect that right up there. There we go. Right, that is that section done, I would say. It looks a little bit different. Each section, I'm trying to make each section look just a little different from the others. So some of them are a lot more square. So for example, if we look up here, smaller and just a lot more squares. Here it just follows the terrain exactly around the hill. In this area, I want the farms to be a lot larger. So there is a lot that I need to work on. Right, next bit, I think this little bit here. Let's finish off this bit, shall we? What on earth is that? A bridge, apparently. Okay. Also, how on earth did I change my view? What I want to do here is I'm going to try to use the marker tool to start here and end here. Oh, turn around. There we go. And I'm just going to check if these were the same distance. No. They were a little closer, so I'm going to go 11 meters. And we're going to try and follow that around on that side. Oh no, it was 12 meters. Or is it 11 in one place and 12 in another? Right, it was 11 in one place and 12 in another. I'm going to narrow that up then. So I'll do the same here. What I'm going to do is just over out of this corner, I'll just very gently, whoa, whoa, I'll keep saying that, very gently narrow that section up. There we go. Okay, excellent. And then all I need to do is break this little bit and have that pop off straight, connect up there, delete that little bit, bring one along here, cross like so, connect that there, and there we go. That is that section completed. This, I think, should really become a road. That looks like that could be quite an important road very soon. So that is that bit done. Then all I need to do is a very simple line there and line there. I'll break this bit, I'll break that bit. I still have to work out the water. That is something I need to do. Then the next thing I would like to do is start working on bringing this bit in. So this, yes, this is okay. That is okay. That is okay. Let me do this little bit next. So this should not be too difficult, although there are some small issues when it comes to the connections near the roads. The reason being is that this is where the terrain is a little bit more uneven. So yes, you can sort of see the slight unevenness of the terrain. So we've got a little bit here that is up. And again, being able to use this particular tool, the most excellent tool in Transports Fever 2. Look at that. Just easy. As easy as you would want. And then what do we do? I can just manually have this just follow along. There you go. Done. Excellent. That looks like it is a little low, but then that doesn't matter because I'll just go there and I'll lift it up by half a meter. There you go. Done. That looks much better. Okay. So that is that section done. I'm just checking along here. This all looks okay-ish. I'm just trying to work out if it is a little low. Not generally. Okay, and then all I want to do is stick a farm that runs pretty much alongside this in that fashion, and then that is going to connect to that farm on that side. So what I'm going to do now is do this bit. Oh, not quite the angle I was after. Tie that in a little bit more. Eventually I will get around to doing all the water features. The water features is obviously something Transport Fever 2 is not designed for. As you would expect, it is, well, actually, I would say that Transport Fever 2 is not designed for any of this. This is just not in its remit in the slightest. And yet, here we are, doing this with it. I will do that. Just a gentle slope, or gentle curve towards that area. And there we go. That has actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. This bit needs a little bit of a connection, so let's go ahead and do that. So that can go there, that can go there. This bit is already it has worked itself out, so I'm not concerned about that. And then I just need to put a couple of farms in. What angle should I put these in at? I think straight across here will work. And do I want a large farm or a small? Let's do a few smaller farms here. And I'll actually curve that farm slightly. And that is that section completed. Okay, so we're definitely getting there. Next up, I need to check all of this before I build up the rest of it. So let's go ahead and do a quick check of this. First off, we need to pull that back and run it up to here, and then run it down this way. Right, so I need to make a slight adjustment on that. There, like so. This bit I'm not going to do. So that is the first bit. Now I have been trying to do some of this, so I'm just going to have to figure it out. Some of them obviously it is not going to be easy to do. If only there was an option to not copy this path and instead follow the terrain. That would be excellent. I think that is good. I've been trying my best. This bit's here. Is there a point up there? No. Where's the nearest one? It is there. This is almost straight, so I may try and just work it out by doing that and see what that gives me. That is a little bit better. And then this bit is okay. This bit is okay. So I have been doing this off camera, just trying to sort out the lines, and that looks okay to me. So next up, I'm going to do this bit, and then I also have to work out where the farmland is going to stop here. And I think this is very steep, but I think that perhaps just about here, this should be the end of the farmland. Because this is quite an uphill climb in this area. So, and this bit is, as I said, rather steep. So I'll do this, I'll do that, and then we can sort of run along there. This bit could be farmland, and then on this side, I've got to work out a similar sort of thing. I think this is not going to be farmland here. There we go, that is where the farmland will end on this side. So let me go ahead and do those connections. And if you disagree with me, please do let me know in the comments box. Saying it, nope, that does not appear to be correct, but I will try my best. Start there, and I will end here. Oh wait, I made a mistake there. Start there, end here, parallel. Spacing is not... Oh, I suppose it would be 11. Let's have a look. Oh yes, I forgot about that. 11 kind of works, but I may do 12. There to there, so it doesn't go through intersections. Oops, I keep making that mistake. There to there. 12 meters. That will do, and then from here to there, again 12 meters, and that bit's completed. Excellent. So now I just continue by connecting that, and on this side I will put some of this in. Now I'm probably only going to go for about 40 minutes on this video at most, but certainly if I get this bit done, that will be pretty good. This bit near Chagford is possibly going to be a bit of an issue. I may just do this little bit here. But yeah, this bit near Chagford, I think none of this is going to be farmland. And it was just this section here and this section here that was causing me some problems because, well, you can see that clear ridgeline. I'm just thinking, what if I just put a line there and just build the farms around it? I'm not entirely sure, but I need to stop being distracted and actually do this bit first. So I'll go along here, oh, wait for the autosave. So the reason I wait for the autosave, is just to ensure that it doesn't mess anything up when I'm in the middle of trying to build something. It may build, it may not, it may cause trouble with my machine. I really do not want to do that. Speaking of my machine, I think I need to repaste it. I'm starting to run really hot. It has been about 3 years since I built it, and haven't repasted it since. Oops. So what I've done there is I clicked on the ending node whilst I was holding shift, and what that went and did was lifted it. That's looks reasonable. Now up here we go. Where do I want farmland? I really think the farmland is going to... So I know I'm building it down to there, but I really think the farmland is going to do something like this. That is how I think the farmland should go. There we go, and then we've got a bit of bumps, and maybe I can try and fit it in somewhere. Might try and do this to it. Where does the... If I do that, yes, I think that is a good... This here will look decent. It's also partly, of course, about the aesthetics, but also there is some functionality that needs to be built into these. Speaking of aesthetics and functionality, I did say I was going to talk a little bit about a mod that I am working on. So, of course, I have the houses mod that I'm doing, and it just has so many features, and I have so little time to actually work upon it that it is just very slow going, unfortunately. That is just the way it goes. Modding is a difficult thing to do. Simple mods, perhaps not so much, but certainly other mods are quite difficult to do. And as I was saying, speaking of simple mods, one of the mods that I have coming, I have mentioned previously about me wanting to have this in the series because it would make sense, and it is the speed. It's the speeders, the speed signs. The speed signs are obviously, I'm currently running modern speed signs, which are not the speed signs that there should be on the side of the railways. If I get a chance at the end of the video, I will show you. So, what I want to have instead are the more classic speed signs. Now, I've been doing a little bit of research, and it turns out that until the 1930s, 1930, was it 1937, 1938? There were no speed signs on the railways. Great Western used a few, just warning people, be careful, restricted speed area, or to slow down, or something like that. But that was it. Nobody really used speed signs. That was until London North Eastern Railway in the late 30s, and they decided to use speed signs, and those speed signs were then rolled out to British Rail as well when they moved, when everything merged. That would have been in the 1960s, I think. I do not have such knowledge of the railway, so I may be incorrect. So, yes, those were the signs that I was thinking about, and those were the ones the yellow ones that are like cutouts, yellow cutout signs. And since that mod does not exist, as far as I could find it anyway, I decided to make my own. And so that is what I've gone and done. So I've made my own variant of the mod, and it has all the features that I want it to have. And I will be releasing it shortly for the public. It is just being tested at the moment. I want to make sure that I do everything, or I do the best job that I can with it. And yes, that is the plan, and I will be using them when I can. So as soon as I'm happy with the mod itself, or relatively happy with the mod, I will use them, and I will replace the speed signs. Even though it is only the early 1900s, I will replace the speed signs initially with white variants of them, because that is what they were in the 30s, and then sometime in the future I will replace them with the yellow variants. So that is the plan. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. I want to put another. That's maybe I should have pushed up a little, but it's okay. How am I looking on time? About half an hour. Oops, now I've made that mess up again. So easy way to, if you do mess up like that, just double tap 1 and, or whichever one you're on. If you're building railways, double tap 2 and you'll be able to clear up any height changes, height offsets that you may have made. So there you go. Right. You know what? There's something I want to try, and I think this mod is going to help me. It's the way it manages to add in extra options. That is something I need to check out. So this mod is something I'm going to have a quick look at to see how that is done. Right, I just need to fill in this area and that area there, and we are complete on this bit. I will go ahead and grab it from here. Oh, wrong way. To here. Oh, why did that do that? No, click that. Change it to it. That's it. There we go. That was weird. And build that. Excellent. And then from here, it will be a really strange. Oh, can I do that? No, that will not work. That. Okay, you can do this. I know you can. Okay, I have a better idea. I'll connect that as a curve and straighten this one into it. I know exactly what I want. That is probably as close as this is going to get. Okay. And then this bit here, all I'm going to do is just, oops, peel this out just a little, like that, and then open it up. There. That seems to work quite. In fact, if I do this to it, that probably works even better. Yes. Excellent. Right, let's get this section completed. So I'm just going to select something from here, and we will cut across right the way up to the next section, or the next main road. So we'll go right across here. Can we cut across it? Yes, we can. Slight curve, and then continue right the way along. So I need to figure out what this mod is called. Road Toolbox, I think. The one that allows me to do parallel roads. I hardly use it now. And that is just because we have the... I may get rid of it. It's just because we have the other mod, the Excellent mod. That's what I've been talking about. But previously, this was the go-to mod. An excellent choice, really. Can I do that? Yes, I can. I'll try and make that go across to there, if possible. And across we go, and across we go here, across here. I think this should work fairly decent. It doesn't have to match exactly. So I'll just do that and then make it connect up like this. Oh, this section is pretty much completed now. Yes, this section is pretty much done. As I said, this area here is not going to be farmland in the slightest. None of this is farmland. So that is completed. I could put farmland... Oh, no, that's very steep. No, I'm not going to put farmland there. I'm not going to go through that. Here we go. Let's try this bit. That's the other thing I started doing. I started not connecting some of these. The reason for that is because it will stop any weird changes in height. So it allows me to control the gradient a little better. So in areas where I felt like the gradient was being changed because of a steepness of a hill or something like that, just do not connect it, and it does everything that you would want it to do. I have to be careful here. There we go. And then what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to stop it here. That will do. That is a fine place to stop. And then this, let's say it would continue up there, and then so we'll take this one. How does that look? See, you see that bit there? See how that changes from a smooth gradient to something where it tries to plateau a little. So instead, you just do that. And then on the other side, you do that. And now you have no such problem. Really, it's quite simple. And I think at this point, it is probably about time that I started looking at wrapping this particular video up. But this has certainly worked, I would say. Any other ones that I want to do? Could I do just a little? Yes, I can. Just a little curve on this particular bit here for it to go around like that. And then that is good enough. Perfect. Or near perfect. Actually, there is one more I would like, and that is this one here. We've got a little ridge line that I want to maybe make use of. Is it just there? That one just there. In fact, it isn't really a ridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build around that, and then maybe I might just put a clump of trees there, which is something that you also do get in this sort of in the British countryside and British landscape. So a large farm there. I think that is that area completed quite nicely. Do I have a little bit of time? I do. What could I do here? I know what I could do. I can try to follow this around. I have an idea. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to do this bit manually. But as long as it sort of works, I'm okay. And this can really come up right up to the edge of the road in this section, and then I can just widen it out again like that. I just want to possibly get this little bit done. I'm not sure if it will be possible. There we go. This is just a little bit close. There we go. That is better. And then this is just a straight line that comes down here. That is not a problem. This is a straight line just here. And then realistically, I can just pick up this section, turn around. There we go. Up to there. Turn around. There we go. That section there. It took me all of that time to get it working. It's not what I meant to do. That and that there, and then very carefully. It was 11 meters, wasn't it? So 11 meters on that side and 11 meters on this side. And there may need to be some adjustments, but not a whole lot. So where would the adjustments need to be? In fact, that is fairly okay. all I want to do is bring this up here. Sometimes we do have this where you're just driving along and it's a normal road, and you have farmland just like that. Then I'll go ahead and try and mimic this side. Can I potentially build this bit? No, oh, wrong one, that's why. No, not there, up to there. Could that be a potential? There we go. Give anything that allows me to have a bit more of a guide is quite useful, and then I just need to manage my way around here. And then that should be kind of okay. There we go. That sort of worked. That has sort of worked. Then obviously we have that ridge line, which is one that I am going to use, which is just here. Just sort of see it. Where is it? It's a little bit harder to see on this side. There it is. It's just across here. And then where does it go? Down there, I think. There it is. I may just neaten this up later. Just giving me... There. That is the top of the ridgeline. So that gives me that section. This section is done, so I'll just go ahead and build this. I'll go like that, and just go across there. Oops, go across there. That is that section done. This bit can now be connected. So I'll go ahead, and again, I'm not going to connect it up. I'm not actually going to join it, I'm just going to bring it as close as possible, like so. As I said, that has nothing. This bit, I would say, is probably just one large farm. Actually, this is pretty much done. What I will do is I will just manually build this section. I think I'm pretty much done. Bring that back. Now I'm just wasting time. There we go. That is that done. And then over here, I think what I'll do is I'll just build it all the way out like this. Obviously this section is nothing has been built yet, but that is straight, there we go. That is that section, and then what, build up the hill, I suppose. So even this end bit that I thought would actually maybe not make it. Okay, admittedly, this video has been longer than I initially wanted it to be. That tends to happen with my videos quite a lot. It's almost been an hour, which is annoying. But that is just a thing. Unfortunately, detailing takes a long time. That is why I can only do these once a week. If it did not take quite as long, perhaps I would be able to do this more than once a week, but I cannot. Unless I did 2-3 hour live streams, which I also cannot. It used to be because I did not have a suitable microphone, but now it is just a simple matter of time. I now have the microphone, I have all the equipment to do it. I used to, occasionally I used to live stream. Maybe I will try to do the occasional video or something. And then we'll see from there what I can figure out. Over here I will do this, and I'm actually just going to block it across like that and then round. Excellent. Oh, actually, not quite so excellent. There is a little bit more excellence to be had with this little bit just here. Do not touch it. Do not touch it. There we go. Which then could mean I could destroy this one. Just leave it as a nice set of 4 big farms. That actually looks good to me. I'm not sure what I was doing here. I may have just turned this into one large farm. In fact, let me sort that out as well. I might as well whilst I'm here. This is just too big a farm. So I will... is that okay to connect? I think that is okay to connect. And then this little bit here, that looks okay to connect to. So I'm just going to split this into 4 farms, possibly 5. No, 4 farms, like that. One of them will still end up rather large, but that is okay. That looks better. There we go. And then there is this tiny little bit here where I sort of want to fix this. I do want to fix this because it is the last. Okay, I'm going to fix this. We'll start from here. We'll end up right here. We will do that. We'll go that side. We'll do that. We'll build that. That is done. Now, very quickly, we'll build a straight, a border line across here. There we go. Sometimes it just gets so close to actually finishing a section or finishing what you were doing, you just have to do it. And this is one of those times. I'm actually going to build this. Oops. I'm going to build this again right up alongside here. Oops, that was not correct. Try that again. Right up alongside here. And around. Very close. And then about here I'm going to back it up. And I will do that. Have some large houses with some large gardens, if that is what they wish to have. And around. And it is going to effectively join up just here. Like that. I'll bring this over that way and that way. I'm going to keep this side maybe a little bit smoother than the opposite side. Not that much, but obviously it is effectively going to be, or essentially going to be, the same river. No, not essentially. It is going to be the same river. There's no essentially about it. It is the same thing. And I will curve... let's see. Where should I turn this one? Oh, I have an idea. There we go. Turns off and connects up along there. This bit can be connected. Oh, that is not right. this bit can go there and across there. And then one more farm. Perhaps just a straight farm that did this. That looks reasonable. There we go. That is it. It is complete. That is all of the farms done. I'm going to take a screenshot from here and say this is where we end this video. So, oh, this actually from up here, that really does look quite good. Just showing a whole heap of farmland. So there we go. That is not what I meant to press. That is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. Link in the description box below. And also, you can find me on social media and Discord in the link in the description box below. So do go check those out as well. That is all from me. Hopefully in the next video you may see my new mod, not the houses but the speed signs that I'm working on. If I can get them sorted out within the next week, tested, working exactly as I want them to, I'll release them and I shall show them off in the next video. But for now, I think this is actually looking rather good. A little bit of paint work needed, but all in all, fairly impressive. I shall see you next time.